Welcome back to my channel, The Coin Spot. Today is best top 5 coins, one you want to miss. We're diving into the world of United States coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. Top 1, the 100 South Korean won coin from 1987, including its background, design, and historical context. Background of the 101 coin. The 101 coin is a South Korean denomination introduced as part of the modern South Korean won currency system. The won, Korean won, was introduced on June 10, 1962, replacing the won. The 101 coin was first issued in 1970, meant to replace the paper 101 notes for durability and cost efficiency. Design of the 101 coin, 1987 issue. Obverse, front. Portrait of Admiral Yi Sun-sin, a revered naval commander during the Joseon dynasty, known for his victories against Japanese invaders during the Imjin War, 1592 to 1598. Inscription, 101, in Hangul, and the year, 1987, below the portrait. Reverse, back. Denomination, 100, prominently in the center. Country name, Bank of Korea, above. The coin's material is copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight, 5.42 grams. Diameter, 24 millimeters. Historical context, South Korea in 1987. 1987 was a pivotal year in Korean democratic history. It marked the June Democratic Uprising, a nationwide pro-democracy movement that led to major political reforms. That year, under public pressure, the authoritarian regime agreed to direct presidential elections, ending decades of military-backed rule. Economically, South Korea was in the midst of rapid industrial growth, part of what became known as the miracle on the Han River. This period saw increasing use of coins as the economy grew and inflation stabilized, making denominations like the 101 more commonly used. Numismatic and collectible value. The 1987 101 coin is not considered rare, as it was minted in large quantities for circulation. As of recent years, it typically holds face value in South Korea, but uncirculated or mint-condition versions might fetch slightly higher prices, e.g., $1.13 USD, among collectors. Top 2, the 100 South Korean won coin from 1988, including its origins, design, context, and significance. General overview. The 100 South Korean won coin is part of South Korea's modern decimal currency system introduced in 1962. The 1988 issue is part of the long-running series that started in 1970, featuring Admiral Yi Sun-sin. This coin remained largely unchanged in design from its earlier versions, but holds historical relevance due to the year 1988, a landmark year in South Korean history. Coin specifications, 1988 issue. Feature details. Denomination 100 South Korean won, 100 Korean wons. Year of issue 1988. Material copper-nickel alloy, Cu 75%, Ni 25%. Weight 5.42 grams. Diameter 24.0 millimeters. Edge reeded. Shape round. Mint Bank of Korea. Design featured. Obverse, front. Portrait of Admiral Yi Sun-sin, Korean naval hero known for his victories during the Imjin War, 1592 to 1598, against Japan. Credited with the invention and use of the Geo-Buxian turtle ship. Year, 1988, inscribed below the portrait. 101, written in Hangul on the upper side. Reverse, back. Large numeric, 100, at the center. Bank of Korea, inscribed above. Clean and minimalist design, typical of South Korean coins of the time. Historical context, South Korea in 1988. 1988 was one of the most transformational years in South Korea's modern history. Political developments. South Korea had held its first direct presidential election in decades in 1987, leading to President Roh Tae-woo's inauguration in 1988. The country was transitioning from decades of authoritarian rule into a democratic government. Economic growth. South Korea was deep into its economic miracle, a period of rapid industrialization and export-driven growth. This prosperity increased the circulation and importance of coins like the 101, used frequently in everyday transactions. C. 1988 Seoul Olympics. Seoul hosted the Summer Olympics in 1988, September 17th to October 2nd. It marked South Korea's arrival on the global stage as a modern, developed nation. While the standard 101 coin was unchanged, the Bank of Korea did issue special commemorative coins for the Olympics, distinct from the standard 1988 101 coin. Numismatic, collector, value. The 1988 101 coin was mass-produced for circulation, so it's not considered rare. Current collector value. Circulated condition, around 100 Korean wons KRW, $0.07 USD, essentially face value. Uncirculated or proof condition, might fetch $1 to $5 USD, depending on condition and market. Commemorative coins from 1988, such as Seoul Olympics editions, can be significantly more valuable. Fun fact: coin use in vending culture. The 101 coin was widely used in arcade games, vending machines, and public phones throughout the 1980s and 1990s. It became a cultural icon for younger generations during this era of modernization. Top 3: the 100 South Korean won coin from 1975, including its origins, physical characteristics, historical context, and significance. Introduction to the 101 coin. The 100 South Korean won, 100 Korean wons, coin is part of the modern South Korean won series launched after the 1962 currency reform. First introduced in 1970, the 101 coin was issued to replace 101 banknotes, which were more expensive to produce and had shorter lifespans. The 1975 coin represents one of the earlier mint years of this denomination in its modern coinage form. Coin specifications. 1975 issue. Category details. Denomination 101. Material copper-nickel, Cu 75%, Ni 25%. Weight 5.42 grams. Diameter 24.0 millimeters. Edge reeded. Shape round. Year 1975. Mint Authority Bank of Korea. Mintage over 117 million coins. Coin design. Obverse, front. Portrait of Admiral E. Sun Sin, a national hero from the Joseon dynasty, famous for his victories in the Imjin War, 1592 to 1598, against the Japanese Navy. Known for his use of turtle ships, geobuxion, and undefeated record in naval battles. The year, 1975, is displayed below the bust. 101 appears above in Hangul. Reverse, back. Large numeral 100 in the center. Bank of Korea, inscribed above. Simple, modernistic layout emphasizing clarity and ease of recognition. Historical context of 1975. Political context. South Korea was under the authoritarian leadership of President Park Chung-hee, who came to power through a military coup in 1961. 1975 fell within the Yusin era, a period of highly centralized power following the 1972 constitutional changes. Political dissent was suppressed, and media censorship was widespread. Economic context. South Korea was rapidly industrializing during the third five-year Economic Development Plan, 1972 to 1976. The country was shifting from an agriculture-based economy to one centered on heavy industries, steel, shipbuilding, chemicals. Rapid urbanization and export-led growth defined this period, sometimes called the miracle on the Han River. As inflation was controlled and monetary circulation increased, coins like the 101 became essential for daily transactions. Numismatic value and rarity. The 1975 101 coin was produced in large numbers and is common in South Korean numismatics. Mintage figure, 117, 240, 000 coins. Collector value, as of 2025. Circulated condition, around 100 Korean wons KRW, face value, or $0.07 USD. Uncirculated or proof condition, can be worth between $1 to $5 US depending on the coin's grade and market. It is popular among collectors building typesets or date runs of South Korean currency. Cultural and economic usage. The 101 coin was widely used in public payphones, arcade games, transportation, bus and subway fares. Daily commerce. The coin was valued for its durability and ease of handling. Summary. The 1975 101 coin reflects a formative period in South Korea's transformation into a modern economic power. It represents the country's push toward industrialization, a symbol of modernity and stability in the monetary system, a tribute to Admiral E. Sun-sin, symbolizing national pride and strength. Top 4. The 100 South Korean won coin from the year 2000, including its design, historical significance, mintage rarity, and numismatic value. Background of the 101 coin. The 101, 100 Korean wons, coin is part of South Korea's decimalized won system, adopted in 1962. The coin itself was first minted in 1970, designed to replace the 101 banknote for durability and economic efficiency. Over the decades, the coin has remained largely unchanged in design and size, continuing into the 2000s. Coin specifications. 2000 issue. Attribute detail. Year of minting 2000. Denomination 101. Issuing authority Bank of Korea. Composition 75% copper, 25% nickel, cupronickel. Weight 5.42 grams. Diameter 24.00 millimeters. Thickness 1.52 millimeters. Edge reeded, milled. Shape round. Design features. Obverse, front. Portrait of Admiral E. Sun-sin. Celebrated 16th century naval commander of the Joseon dynasty. Known for the invention of the Geobuxian, turtle ship, and victories during the Imjin War, 1592 to 1598. The year, 2000, is at the bottom. The denomination, meaning 101, is written in Hangul above the portrait. Reverse, back. Large numerical, 100, centered. Above it, the inscription, Bank of Korea. Clean, minimalist layout designed for fast recognition and utility in daily transactions. Historical context. South Korea in 2000. Political and social. In 2000, South Korea was led by President Kim Dae-jung, who had won the Nobel Peace Prize that year for his efforts in democracy and reconciliation with North Korea. The historic June 2000 Inter-Korean summit between North and South Korean leaders took place, marking a diplomatic turning point. Economic recovery. South Korea was emerging from the 1997 to 1998 Asian financial crisis and restructuring its economy. The won currency had been stabilized, and the economy was gradually recovering with a focus on technology and exports. Rarity and numismatic significance. Extremely low mintage. The 2101 coin is considered very rare due to its unusually low mintage. Only 8,000 coins were officially minted in 2000. This is one of the lowest mintage numbers in modern South Korean coinage history. Why the low mintage? The Bank of Korea decided not to produce 101 coins for circulation in 2000 due to excess supply from previous years. The small batch was likely minted for collector sets, institutional reserves, or testing purposes, not general circulation. Collector value. Because of its scarcity, the 2101 coin is highly sought after by collectors. Estimated value, 2024 to 2025. Circulated condition, rare $70 to $150 USD. Uncirculated/mint condition, $200 to $300 USD or more. Proof or in official sets, potentially higher, depending on rarity and market. Summary. Aspect details. Design Admiral E. Sun-sin/minimalist reverse. Minted quantity 8,000 coins. Circulation status not circulated, made for collectors or reserve. Rarity extremely rare. Historical relevance minted during a key year of inter-Korean diplomacy. Collector demand high. Top 5. The 100 South Korean won coin from the year 2003, including its design, production background, historical context, and collector value. Background of the 101 coin series. The 100 South Korean won, 100 Korean wons, coin is one of the most common denominations in daily circulation in South Korea. First minted in 1970, the 101 coin was created to replace paper notes of the same value, offering longer durability and cost efficiency. The 2003 coin continues the long-standing tradition of honoring national hero Admiral E. Sun Sin, whose portrait has featured on the 101 since its first issue. 2003 coin specifications. Attribute detail. Year 2003. Denomination 100 South Korean won, 100 Korean wons. Issuing authority Bank of Korea. Material copper-nickel alloy, 75% Cu, 25% Ni. Weight 5.42 grams. Diameter 24.00 millimeters. Edge reeded. Shape round. Mintage approximate. 30,000 coins, very low. Design details. Obverse, front. Portrait of Admiral E. Sun Sin. Celebrated Joseon Dynasty naval commander famous for defeating Japanese invaders during the Imjin War, 1592 to 1598. Symbol of patriotism, strategy, and leadership in Korean history. The inscription, 101 in Hangul, at the top. Minting year, 2003, at the bottom. Reverse, back. Large numerical, 100, in the center. Above it, Bank of Korea. A clean and utilitarian layout typical of South Korean coinage. Historical context, South Korea in 2003. Political climate. Roh Moo-hyun was elected president in early 2003 after campaigning on reform, justice, and anti-corruption. South Korea was continuing its democratic consolidation after decades of military rule ended in the 1980s and 1990s. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe on my channel for more videos.